Then that guy comes to me in 2021 and he says to me, I've actually started a YouTube channel in your name. Like, YouTube channel? What for, Manju? And he's like, no. I know you speak well, so I want you to have a YouTube channel. I had no idea what to do with a YouTube channel. I'm like, this guy must just leave me alone. But he was persistent. Every week he came to my house and made me shoot some videos. If you go on the channel, old videos are there. He would make me shoot some videos and talk. And I did that for him. When the channel reached 1,000 subscribers, it happened within a week or two. He gave me the login details and said, I've repaid you for the mentorship. What you do with the channel is up to you. Okay, I had the login, but I did 1 or 2 interviews because I wasn't interested in being a YouTuber, right? At the time, I wasn't interested in being a YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber. Then another friend of ours, a friend of mine, I had been I had volunteered at a radio station and I was interviewing business people at the radio station. Saw me interview some people, said to me, you are very good at interviewing people. You should have a podcast. I'm like, not this conversation again. I'm a podcast one, man. I've got properties to build. I've got business to run. I don't have time for podcasts. Then the guy's like, okay, it's fine. I'll bring your first guest. And he brought the guest and he brought the equipment. In fact, we shot that podcast at the guest's office. One of the guys that I hear was actually given to me by the guy and said, go shoot this podcast with Witness. The guy also brought the technical team. So I went in, I shot the first podcast, then shot the second one. But there's something about me, man. I don't like doing things and not winning. So I thought, if I'm going to do this thing with my time, why the hell would I be doing it just for the sake of doing it? Yeah. I wanted to be one of the best in the country. If you search the best business YouTube channel in the country, by the way, we're number 1 by numbers. There's no other. Who is it? Who is it? Is there anyone that you know? Who? Oh, I'm not hearing any names.
So before we speak about the power of the platform and the book itself, you're speaking about these events happening as if they were accidental and there was no intention. But you had intention with the book. Even that was influenced probably by Facebook.
The book is quite interesting. In 2016, I wanted to write a book, right? I had quit my job 2 years before and I had gone into construction. Then I ran my construction business and I started investing in property actively. I thought, let me write a book. But then I was sitting alone and hang on. I'm like, nobody knows you. What are you going to say in the book? You don't have experience. You just started. What are you writing a book for? And I didn't even have a proper title. And that book, I remember I saw the notebook at home the other day. It was called Faith, Family, Finance. I'm like, who's going to buy a book like that? Then I'm like, leave this book writing thing, go build properties. But I still had the desire. So in 2020, when we had the COVID, the previous year, 2019, I had wrote on my goals, I'll write a book within the next 10 years. So the goal was to write the book in 2029. Didn't know the name, didn't know the title. But when people started saying, we like what you write on social media, you write very good, I then said to them, by the way, before I even started putting pen to paper, I had 100 pre-orders for the book. Paid pre-orders, 100. Now, that sounds like it's little, but imagine you have 100 people in this room giving you money for something that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So they liked the post so much. I said to them, I'm going to write a book, but before I write a book, I want at least 100 pre-orders, then I'll write it. Then I got 100 pre-orders. Then I'm like, damn, I have to write the book now. Now I was forced to, that's why it took 2 months. I was forced to deliver. And some of my friends who had ordered kept on calling, hey, Mdaka, hey, you can't get really pay. So what that means is that we paid you. Where's the book?
Yeah.
Then I didn't want to ruin my credibility. So I was diligent in making sure that I write the book. And in fact, when I thought about writing it, it was because there were 7,000. When I started writing on social media, I had about maybe 500 followers. In about a week or two, I had 7,000 followers.
Jeez.
Then I said, nah, I don't like people following me. For what? Why are these people following me? But then I realized, but there could be a commercial opportunity here. What can we create to offer these people? Let me write the book. But before you write it, test the market. Is there demand? Will anyone buy it? When I had 100 pre-orders, I was like, okay, they want me to write the book. 100 people is enough. That's in 2020. The rest is not history. It's history in the making.
Yeah. But we speak about it as if, like I did say, as if it was accidental. You got into podcasting accidentally. I don't know, other things, but accidentally. Where do you then bring everything together so that it is so much of value and impact?
Yeah. So there's nothing like an accident. You know why? Everything that you are going through in your life, some of it is predetermined. The people that you meet, we are not in this room by accident. You can't, if I was to stand on this chair, stand on it. I can't accidentally get on top of it. Do you get it? If I want to climb on top of this table, can I accidentally climb on it?
No.
I can't, right?
There's a force at play.
But if I'm standing on top of this table, can I accidentally fall? Can you see that? But for elevation to happen in your life, it doesn't happen by accident. Now, this morning, I took a walk. 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning, I took a walk. And as I'm taking this walk, I go to the sea, then I come back, come here. When I have breakfast, then they're like, breakfast is not ready. Then I leave, I go to Starbucks. As I'm arriving, another guy, an American, is arriving. His name is Robert. Robert is my new best friend, me and him, like this. So I arrived there, Robert is arriving. I'm like, okay, we start talking, we talk about Trump and whatever. So they were not open yet, but the lady comes out and said, guys, I can open for you, but we're not ready yet. Robert and I sit down. We sit and chat for about an hour and a half before I come back to the Airbnb. We sit and chat for about an hour and a half. We chat investing, venture capital, everything. Just as guys, we chatted for an hour before I even knew his name or he knew mine. Only after an hour, it's like, can I have your number? What's your name? I'm like, oh, shucks. What's your name?
Yeah.
Right?